Hi there, this is Alexandra from Nomad Summit, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about our main stage program for the Nomad Summit Chiang Mai 2026 event. We're about to start announcing the speaker lineup, but before we do that, I wanted to tell you the story behind the program, to explain a little bit how it came together and what was the thinking behind it. If you've been following us for a while, you know that Nomad Summit has a core mission of helping people build a life of freedom. And we think that work is the most important part of that, because all the other things like traveling and self-development, lifestyle design, some spiritual stuff, that's all good, but you can't really do that if you don't have a way to make money remotely. This is what enables you to have all the other freedom in your life. So we think that this is very important, and this is why this is the way that we are shaping Nomad Summit right now, focusing heavily on work, entrepreneurship, and career building, not just being a nomad or nomadism as a lifestyle. The work freedom that we are striving to build doesn't usually happen like this, and it comes in stages, at least for most people, that roughly look like getting a remote job and then mastering a skill and becoming self-employed as a freelancer or consultant, and then building a company, becoming an entrepreneur, scaling that company, and eventually becoming an investor and learning how to make the money that you have made on the previous stages now work for you instead of you. This is the career ladder that we care about at Nomad Summit, and our mission is to help people climb from one to the next. The event in Chiang Mai is our main annual event, and it unites people from all these levels, and the program is kind of built in progression, from stepping into the journey, landing a remote job and thinking about what kind of business trajectory you want to take in the future, to getting set, building your brand and building a strategy that will allow you to get the right clients, and then scaling beyond your capacities and productizing your service offering or scaling your team, and then becoming an investor and making your money work for you. You don't have to be on the right level to get a value from each block. I'm sure there will be some insights in each of the keynotes for people across all levels, but the idea is that the program is built in a flow as kind of a journey. There are two more blocks that fall outside of this work freedom trajectory. One of them is innovation block, because at Nomad Summit we like to look forward, and we think it's very important to stay on top of things in the nowadays quickly changing world. It's very important to know what to pay attention to, what not to pay attention to, and how to use the most modern tools for the benefit of your business so that you don't fall behind your competitors. And the second block is about giving back. As remote workers and digital nomads, I think we all live a life full of privilege, and we switch countries, we choose our environments, we use the ecosystems and infrastructures built by other communities and countries, and sometimes we move on without thinking so much about what we leave behind or what kind of impact we make on these communities and countries. And I think it's very important to at least be aware of that, hopefully also do something about that. At Nomad Summit we are doing that in multiple different ways. You can read about that in the blog post that will go with this video. But one of the blocks in the program will be dedicated to this, how to give back to the places that we use for our lifestyle, how to do it in a sustainable way without burning out, and what do they actually even need from us. So that was a little program overview. Over the next weeks you will see the details about the speakers and the keynotes and the lineup going live, but I wanted to share thinking behind this so that you see the logic there and you see how this program came together. If any of this resonates with you, with your journey or the journey that you want to be on, I think you will feel at home at the next Nomad Summit. See you there.